Thaddeus is in Sacramento. Hi, Thaddeus. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
Well, so I've been listening to the show for about a month and a half now, and mathematically, I know that me and my wife can get out of debt in just under a year with this new job she's taking. She's going back to work. After about 2 years, we had a kid. But she's not really ready to sign on to everything we would need to do to make that actually happen. And my question is really, should I just do what I can on my own to try to bring her on board?
What is her hesitation?
Basically, so we're living paycheck to paycheck, but not because of necessity. We're just really good at spending money that we shouldn't be spending. And that's the biggest one. So I'm looking at that. She's looking at things that like they're necessities and not necessarily things we can give up. And part of that too is
okay. I think the mistake you've made is you talked about what to do and how to do it before you talked about why we're doing it. And the two of you need to stop and push pause on all this budget adjustment stuff until you talk through, the two of you, why would we want to be debt-free? What would we be able to do if we were millionaires? What would we be able to do if we didn't have any payments? And that would be, what are your dreams, in other words? What kind of giving, what kind of outrageous generosity would you do? Would you do some work on the mission field? Would you, and what kind of trips would you take? And what kind of car would you drive? And what would you do if you had some wealth? And because no one sacrifices because sacrifice is fun. There's no nobility in sacrifice. That's mental illness. Okay? You don't sacrifice. That's masochism. We don't do that. We're not trying to create pain for pain's sake. We're trying to create pain because it takes us to the win. It's the reason you sweat and don't eat desserts so that you can fit in your blue jeans. I mean, you have to do these steps to be able to get there. You have to pay a price to win on these things, but there has to be a reason to do that. I got a guy working for me that lost 175 pounds. He lost a Backstreet Boy, and you know why he did it? He didn't do it so he looked better. He didn't do it so he felt better. He did it because he was worried he was not going to be able to see his grandchildren grow up. And with that level of obesity, he was right. It was going to kill him. But that he had to have a bigger incentive than just vanity. You know what I'm saying? And so you need to stop and talk to her about those kinds of things, and then she might be willing to sacrifice to get to a place that she sees, not a place you see. Is that logical? You're a typical guy, and so am I. Guys go about fixing stuff before we tell people it's broken. And all you're doing is looking at it. You naturally took the progression from we're living paycheck to paycheck doing stupid stuff. If we quit doing that, we could be wealthy. And if we were wealthy, we could do X, Y, and Z. She did not make that leap. All you did is go in and go, hey, honey, we're not going out to eat anymore. You're on coupons and quit buying all this crap. And she's like, I don't like this Dave Ramsey guy. It's a cuss word in my house. Does that sound right?
That's closer than you could ever imagine.
Quit listening to that guy on the radio. He's running a cult. You're going to shave your head and drink the Kool-Aid. Well, here, the good news is the cult is coming to town. We're going to be there March the 1st doing one of our Smart Money events, and I'm going to give you 2 tickets to come as my guest, but you have to bring her with you, okay?
Okay.
And I'll help you guys with this dreaming idea again. Rachel Cruz, my daughter, and I will be doing this event, and she'll leave there seeing more of what you've seen through the radio. And in the meantime, quit talking about all the negative things she has to do to meet your goals. Start talking about the future and what would it be like if ... What would it be like if ... And, honey, if we had no debt at all, and we could travel anywhere, where would you want to go? Or what is her hot button? I don't know. I mean, Sharon, my wife's deal's travel. Okay, I travel for a living, and I'm well aware that travel is only glorious for people who don't do it. But but some people, that's their hot button. That's what they want to do. I'd love to travel the world. I want to go on a cruise in Europe. I want to go. I want to go scuba dive on the Great Barrier Reef. I don't know. What is it you want to do? I want to go on a photography safari in Africa. I don't care. Or a safari with a gun in Africa. I don't care. What do you want to do? What is your thing? If it's not travel, maybe it's something else. Maybe you can't give and you feel constricted on your giving because you don't have any money. And so all of those things play into this, the reason for getting control of your money. And so start talking about those kinds of things and listen to her. Get her talking and listen. Shut up. When she starts talking about the future and what it would be like, and her eyes start to light up again, the dream starts to come alive in her face, shut up and let her talk. And listen to those things, because those are the things you put on the refrigerator that cause you to be able to win later when you're sacrificing to get there. And but in the meantime, hold on, and I'll give you a couple tickets, and that'll be our Christmas present for the Sacramento event. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, click the subscribe button to get the latest content and check out these other great clips from the show.